Hey yo, what is up FPG fam? Further here and welcome back to another Aether Gazer video. Today we're going to be doing the community tier list where we rate the limited S rank modifiers. We put them on a tier based off of the community as well as my own opinions and thoughts, and we see where they land. Now just a few disclaimers before we do hop in. Once again, it's the limited S rank modifiers, so what we're speaking about are modifiers that had a limited up drop rate banner starting with Tsukiyomi all the way up to where we are now with Thor. So you got to keep that in mind. We're not talking about standard S ranks. Also, the things that we're taking into consideration when we're tiering these modifiers are not just damage in general. What we're speaking about is the modifier as a whole. So their gameplay, how fun are they to use? Also, their utility, what are they bringing to the table utility wise? And then of course damage. We're taking all of those things into consideration when we tier these modifiers. And then the last thing I think I need to mention, there might be something else, but I think this is the last thing, is that this is, you know, base S rank, sig functor, and whether you're using them, piloting them, or they're in the AI slot, either or, right? Because some modifiers perform better in the AI slot, some perform better when you're piloting them. I think they all perform really well when you're piloting them. You get what I'm saying. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and hop in. We have chat on the right hand side because we're live. Thank you guys for the 40 likes. Let's go ahead and start off with Leviathan. So S Leviathan, I think we talked about this at length before we even went ahead and recorded this video, because we tried to record this beforehand and then there were some misconceptions that were going on and some things we needed to clarify. But I think we all come to the consensus that Leviathan, with those things that we mentioned, she is B rank, high B rank. I think we're going to go ahead and classify. Once again, we'll shuffle these around if we need to towards the end, but I do want to try and rattle these off pretty quickly. Leviathan, just in case you're a new player or you're unaware, you just joined the game of Aether Gazer, welcome. Leviathan is great. She's solid. She does a lot of things really well, and she has a lot of utility. The best healer in the game, bar none. She has melee damage up if you have her sig functor. She has CCing capabilities. Certain Aether codes give them 10% arbor break. There's a lot of things that she does really well. She damage reduction in a lot of different places. So she's a solid modifier, but she has to be just B because of the other modifiers that we're going to be tiering here. It's relative, right, to the other casts that we have on the tier list. But she's overall good. Like B, I would consider to be middle of the road. It's average. They're solid. They're good. Doesn't mean they're bad. It means they're good. So Leviathan, it's a comfortability pick. You know, if you pick Leviathan, it's because you're dying too much or you may have some skill issues. It's okay. Put Leviathan on the team. You'll be able to clear the content. Moving on, Scotty. Scotty, I think we all know she's going to get that glow up with the synchro buff and, you know, all the things that go along with her glow up. She becomes top tier in the CN version, but on the current global landscape that we're in right now, I think she's pretty decent, but I don't think she's that great. Her gameplay is incredibly fun. She's pretty decently strong in global. She puts out some decent damage. She has a bit of freeze, so a little CC there, but I think outside of that, there's not much to write home about. So right now, I think I would tier her in the B tier. Once again, relative to who we're going to put in A, I think she is a solid B, in my opinion. Can we all agree on that? Now for Scotty, B or C? Scotty, C? Scotty, C. Low B? I think I'm feeling low B. I'm feeling low B for Scotty. Once again, we can move these around if need be. We'll maybe go through a quick sweep of them all. But I think she's a solid. I think she's a solid B. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and move on from there. Yeah, I'm a big Scotty lover as well. I enjoy her a lot. But yeah, I think she's B. Moving on from there, S Shu. I always have to pause when speaking about this modifier because she has so many good qualities in terms of the way she looks, her gameplay, and her potential. She has potential to be such a strong modifier, and I believe she's gonna get a very nice glow up. I think Yosar and Youngshi understand that she is a fan favorite. A lot of people, including myself, love S Shu, but just the way she performs her kit is just not correct. They missed and fumbled a little bit when it came to S Shu. She can output the damage, but what it takes to get to that damage output is just not that great. It doesn't feel fun to play to be able to get the damage that you're looking for. She's super Sig Functor reliant. The 6 marks, I think, was a misplay. I've talked about this at length. So, as Shu, it pains me to say, I think I would put her B. High C. We don't talk about Shu. Bro, that's wild. Low C. You guys are wild. C? Shu C tier? Okay. C, I'm seeing a lot of C, so we gotta go with the community. I'm not gonna argue with you guys. S Shu at C, I'm not gonna argue. It pains me to say that, but it's true. It's just her kit's a little too clunky. It's a little too clunky, and I know there's a way, if you develop enough skill and you practice enough, that you can make her kit feel a little smoother. But even then, it, you know, the parry is not reliant enough to be able to do that, and then the follow-up attacks, they take too long to get the 6 marks, and then that's when you're able to do, you know, the max damage. It's just, for me, it's a very tedious play style. Her gameplay in terms of her like basic attack animations and everything is fun, but to get to where you want her to be is way too tedious. Okay, moving on from there, Mardusi, my man. I like him a lot. I'm a big Marduk fan. We've talked about this at length. Hey, I appreciate that. I'll check that out here in just a minute. Thank you for the notification, Bob. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. 'Tis the season. Marduk is, and we talked about this before in the last community tier list that we did. He's a what is it? A jack of all trades. He's what was the expression that I use? It was jack of all trades, master of none. That's what it was. Jack of all trades, master of none. I drew a blank. That's what it is. That's the definition of Marduk. He's a jack of all trades, master of none. He could do so many great things, right? He has buffing capabilities. He has CCing capabilities. He has slow. He has stun. Like, he does a lot of things, but nothing very exceptional. Nothing that is superseding anything else that a modifier can do. So Marduk is fun to throw in on teams just for fun, right? But he doesn't really fit in every single team, because there are modifiers that can do what he can do just better, and they specialize in that area, where Marduk just kind of does it, but at a very lower level, lower tier. So I personally, and his damage is pretty decent. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. I would put him in B tier. I would go ahead and put him in B tier. Are we all agree? Marduk is B for me. Yeah. Marduk B. Okay. We'll go ahead and do Marduk B. Now, the next modifier that we're going to speak about, and I'm going to have to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on this, is Living Soul Osiris. So I think in the prior tier list, we had her in A tier. This was before Thor came out. Now that Thor's come out, I think easily Osiris bumps up at least a tier, especially if you have her fully built out, right? You have her sigils level 60, you have the proper enchants, you have the warps correct. I think Osiris with Thor, because of that ultimate skill chain, plus what you can do with the warps, essentially you can have the ult as soon as you enter battle, and then you can get the ult consistently. You could pop 5 to 6 ults in a battle, depending on what you're taking on. So that means Osiris is immortal the entire time, pretty much. With the right team comp, I mean, I think she's at least A plus, S minus. At least. So we'll go ahead and leave her here for right now. We'll revisit this one at the end. Okay, we'll revisit. All right, moving on from there. I feel comfortable right now with that. All right, moving on from there, Athena. We got a massive Athena fanboy in the chat right now, Chaos. I know you're a massive Athena fan. You did her justice with the solo that you did in the past Grudge. I commend you for that. But I think Athena, we had her A last time. I think in the right hands, with the fully built out Athena, with the right person controlling her, I think she's A plus, chat. I think she's A plus. I think fully invested, because she hits like a truck, fully invested with the correct team and the correct person piloting her. I think it's an A plus. Just A? You guys are thinking A? A's a good one? We're thinking just A. She's A. Okay, all right. Maybe okay. All right, I'll pump the brakes. Was I going a little overboard? I thought A plus was good. A? Okay. A, I guess that's fair, because like in general hands, you know, we got to think about the general people playing Aether Gazer, not the most top tier Aether Gazer players. So okay. A, all right. I was jumping the gun. I apologize. I was jumping the gun. Okay. I got a little overhyped for Athena. My apologies. I don't even have this modifier, but I've used her extensively in the trial. That's why I could talk about her. Okay. Moving on from there. I just got to throw that out there. Anubis. I think it's easy. I think Anubis is at least A plus. Personally, I think he's at least A plus. Incredibly fun to use. Incredibly strong. If you invest into him properly, he can be an incredibly strong modifier. He hits very hard, and once again, a very fun and unique gameplay style. I think he's at least A plus. No shot. Not B. No. I think he's a solid A plus. A or B. Can't compare to OC though. Ooh. Well, I mean, the way I would be looking at it personally, this is my opinion, I would be looking at OC as S minus and then Anubis as A plus. That's the way I would personally be looking at this. No, I agree. She is way stronger. I would consider OC S minus, Anubis A plus. No? No? Are we thinking Anubis being stronger than Athena doesn't seem right? No, he is. He is stronger than Athena. And easier to use, too. A? We're thinking A? He's A? I think SOC is S. Oh, okay. He's A? Oh, my God. Really? He's A? Okay. All right. Strong A for me. A. Okay. All right. Okay, he's A. All right. That's why I have you guys here. You guys also get in on this. So A for Anubis. Okay. All right, moving on from there. Tsukiyomi, been in the game since the beginning. I think it's pretty easy. A plus. She's fine. Okay. Okay, all right, we're cool with that. That was pretty easy. Hell, I think on the last one, I think we had L. I think we had Hell at least S minus on the last one. OC must be first though. You think? Okay, so that's a discussion we can have. Do you think OC over Hell or Hell over OC? What are we thinking? That's a discussion that we should have. Who should be top of this tier list? I mean, this tier, not tier list. This tier. I still go Hell. I think I still go Hell OC. Hell is better. Yeah, I think Hell is better. I think people are saying OC over Hell because not too many people have Hell and know how strong she can be. Osiris need that module. Yeah, I agree. Gotcha. Yeah, I agree. And so one of the great benefits of Hell is that it's either you could do AI slot or you can go ahead and pilot her. Like either way is fine, because she performs strong you piloting her, and she performs strong in the AI slot because she's not complicated to use. Okay. Yeah, I feel comfortable doing that. All right, moving on from there. Oceanus. Now, last time I had Oceanus in the S tier. I love this modifier. You guys know that. He's my top 2. I think I'm gonna put Oceanus like this. I think he's S minus, and the reason being is because although I do love him a lot, I think his gameplay is incredibly fun, and I think he's incredibly strong. I think who we put in the S tier needs to be the upper echelon. They need to really be the ones that completely separate themselves from the others. And I think, albeit as good as Oceanus is, I just don't know if I can put him in the S tier with the other ones that are up there. I think he's certainly good, but I don't know if he's S tier per se. I mean, let's just get these out of the way. Hades, S, Hera, S, and we all know why, right? Hades S plus. I mean, yeah, maybe. So we know the reasons, but once again, for newer players, Hades, best DPS in the game and global right now, and she holds that spot for quite some time. Hera, best support in the game, and she holds that spot for quite some time. These two are just are the best in their fields and what they do, so that's why they're S. It's not even close, right? Nobody's even close in terms of support to Hera. And arguably nobody's even close when it comes to damage with Hades. Like a fully invested Hades, like no other modifier can compete. She's just absurd. She's absolutely absurd. Put Osiris to A, man. No, Osiris is not A. Osiris is definitely A plus. With Thor, yeah, she's definitely A plus. Yeah, they're the best. Yeah, it's not even close. Yeah. Okay, now the star of this patch is Thor. She's the brand new modifier that just came out. Where do we have Thor? So let me just list off a couple of things really quickly. Thor's gameplay, in my opinion, incredibly fun. Incredibly fun. Unga bunga all day long. Her damage is off the charts. She has invul on so many different things. Her follow-up attacks, her ultimate. So it makes her incredibly tanky, incredibly hard to kill. She has a very strong team with Osiris and Hera, or Osiris and Heimdall. I think Thor brings a lot of great qualities. What are we thinking for Thor? On par with Tsukiyomi, S minus. Thor for me, solid S plus next to Hera. Yeah, no. I just put her there as a placeholder. No, she's not. She's not A. I put her there as a placeholder. A plus. Maybe S, but lower than Hera and Hades. You know, honestly, I am very tempted to put her in S. But if I was to put her in S, I think there might be some bias coming into play for me personally. And once again, I wanted S to be that tier that really separates themselves. And if that's the case, Hades being the best DPS, Hera being the best support, I think I would have to do this. I think I would have to do this. Yeah, no. If I'm, yeah, I mean, I'm looking at team comps, right? Team comps are something that I take into consideration, but once again, we have to take in everything else into consideration. And with that being the case, like if we talk about team comps, Hades has arguably the best team comp in the game, hands down. She has modifiers catered to her, and then Hera fits on every team comp. It doesn't matter. So that's why they're completely separated. Thor, I think I would have to put S minus. I think that's fair. Yeah, I agree. I don't think she's the same tier as Hades and Hera. I think Hades and Hera, they just separate themselves too far. And so if I was being unbiased as possible, I would have to put Thor in S minus. Another reason why I put Oceanus in S minus. Yeah, I think I feel. Yeah, but S minus. Yeah, definitely S minus. Not A plus. S minus for sure. Okay, so this is the tier for the new modifier Thor that just came out. Chat, how are we feeling about this? Are we feeling good about this? Do we want to make any shifts? I know you guys want to make shifts. Do we want to make any shifts? Bump Tsukiyomi up. Her damage better than Osiris and Thor. Her team is also a lot. Nah. I don't think Tsukiyomi's damage is better than Thor. No. No. And then we take into account the other things as well. Like Tsukiyomi doesn't have any invuls. If you miss the skill, that cooldown's absurd. No, I couldn't do that. Marduk is a C with Shu? No. Tsuki only surpasses Thor in version 2.7. Yeah. Shinri has a huge drawback if the skill 3 miss. Yeah, it's massive. Tsuki better than Osiris though? Tsuki better than Osiris? Should we do this? Is this fair? Not that. Is that fair? Suku over Osi? Yeah. That's fair? Okay. All right. Any other switch ups? Any other switch ups? I think Marduk over Scotty. Oh yeah. True. I agree. I think Marduk over Scotty. Yeah. All right. So I feel like we're solid here with everything that we have. We did a little switch up. I feel like we're solid. This feels good. Okay. So for those watching the video, go ahead and comment your thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you would make any changes, where you would put, the modifiers that you would switch up, what tier you would want them to be in. But anyways, thank you guys so much for all the support. I do truly appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one. Remember to stand out, be different, have fun, go further beyond in everything that you do. My name is Cody. You call me further. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye, guys.